Action.
Hi.
Are you ready, B?
Yes, yes, sir. And Clyde Boom Bazell. How are you?
Hi, guys. Welcome back to our podcast. Since
Hey.
2001, I am Yvonne, aka YV, aka Miss Piggy, and Niger Maid on all socials. Introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is Helen Nsimbi, and right now I go by Helen Nsimbi on all my socials. And you can, search me Cook by Ugandan on YouTube.
Yes.
Yes.
So, first of all, the reason why I have a red lip today, I just had to, is because I have um a blood clot on my lip.
Blood clot, bomber clot.
What's it called? And
What's a clot?
and the reason why I have a blood clot on my lip is because I punched myself in the face while opening a container. Yes, I feel like an idiot, but we have
Yeah.
idiotic moments in our lives, and even fabulous people can be idiots. So I know, I don't have a
Rub
reason
it
to. I don't
in,
have
rub it
to
in.
explain why I have a red lip, but I don't know why I felt like I had to explain it. That is
Mm.
my over explaining side. So, who are
Uh,
our sponsors for this episode?
our sponsors are always Cooked by Uganda and Helen and We're like, can't wait for that to
It's gonna happen.
happen. Like I just can't wait to not to just be, like airing out my views and opinions, and then I'm paid.
For
Oh
sure.
my
So,
God.
tell us more about Cook to Cook by Ugandan.
Well, it's me just teaching people how to cook on YouTube, really. Because, some people just don't know how to cook. I teach them how to cut onions, like baby steps. Like I am growing with them as they're growing with me.
Awesome. And then our other sponsors for today is Niger Made. Jewelry that I'm
Yeah.
wearing is Niger
Mm.
Made. And then also we have beautiful trivets that are handmade by me using rope.
Hmm.
Here are the trivets to protect your IKEA tables. Here are the trivets. Yeah, we have to protect our IKEA tables so we can pass them down to our children, our great grandchildren and
Ah,
whatnot.
do I
Yeah.
care tables going? Are they possible down, really? Because things can wreck.
If you are protecting your table with these trivets, then you can pass it down to your great grandchildren.
Okay.
What's in your cup?
It's the same as last time. Rosemary,
Ooh,
cardamom powder, ginger, agave, and cloves with hot water.
girl, I see you on that
Mm-hmm.
alkaline journey.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I love that for you. In my cup, I
My
have hibiscus, lime, key limes, and cloves. Cheers.
cheers.
Hey, cheers. You're supposed to drink it, otherwise it's 8 years of bad sex. Cheers.
cheers. And I. 8 years
What
of
made you
bad
tired?
sex. My car, but I really don't want to get into it today. I'm sorry.
Hey, you
This
have
whole week has
to.
been. I have to.
It's what made you
So,
tired.
I was driving down on the freeway. Then my car decided to be like, you know what? Bye. I'm taking a rest at a speed of 70
Yeah,
miles per hour. So it was
quite.
just like, hey, bye.
Like
I'm so happy though. Like it was in the morning and there was no one driving behind me. So it just flashed, then came back. Then I parked it somewhere, and that has wrecked my whole week,
oh
literally.
no.
Yeah,
I'm
nah,
sorry to hear
adulting.
that. I
Like you're
know.
starting something, then something else is like, you know what, I gotta run. So yeah, what made you tired?
Being my own Florence.
And your hairstylist.
I am so tired of it. I am so tired of having to go to work and then having to
Mm.
come back and still do house chores. I know I live by myself and it just seems like I'm sounding like a spoiled child, but I am a spoiled child. And it's just a bit hectic for me, honestly. Like having to get up and then like cleaning up my space and then cooking, even I thought of think about what to eat and then cleaning up after cooking. And then there's even grocery shopping, and then you still have to go to work, and then you still have to hydrate, and then you still have to keep your iron levels up, and you still have to brush your teeth. And like it's just a little bit overwhelming. I need help. I need a Florence in my life that I can afford, honestly.
Mm.
Yeah, these are things that make me miss being in
Uganda.
Uganda. Like we had what are they called, house managers that would
How's
help you with so many things and like you concentrate on something else. And then I also
yeah,
have to think about
concentrate on your
another
arts.
maid. Like it's just so much for
Mm.
one little girl, right? That's what made me tired. Like
I
even
totally
right
say,
now after
yeah.
I record this I have to go and freaking meal prep and try to be an adult without crying. And it's also and it's also hair wash day for me. So like I have to detangle my hair and like moisturize it and condition it and then like put it in a protective style. Yeah, that's what made me take.
Wow. Yeah, you definitely need a floor.
I need a
Floor.
flow. Yes, I need a flow. Like I even had to make my own tea. What's that? It's like ghetto.
Like at times, like when you say like you need help, people are like, oh my God, like they make it seem like it's a bad thing. But I'm like, as a person who used to work in seniors, yeah,
Yeah.
um, I used to go in and help this family so they can focus. Yes, they were paying me so
Mm-hmm.
they can focus on the other things.
Mm.
Like someone is at least taking care of my elderly relative so that I can do something else.
Yes.
So like I just wish that also happens to me. Like someone please come and do things in my house.
So that you can concentrate on other
So that I
things. So
can
that you can
concentrate on my
concentrate
other
on your
things.
business. You can concentrate on school. You can concentrate on
Yeah.
work.
Even
Cause
if
like
it's just one day by the we can be pro bono for 1 year. But man, help in America is so expensive. So pro bono for 1 year. I'll give you a reference.
that's what they'll also tell you at work. Pro bono for 1 year. We'll give you a reference.
Wange. Sibi amunga betu biwulira.
It's
Yeah.
not easy. It's not easy at all. So what is our topic for today? You're the one that came up with the
Today
topic.
we person who came up with the topic.
It was you, I think.
What's it?
We should start recording our conversation so that we remember.
Yeah, because I really think it's you came up with it. You're like, you know what? The topic for this week
I think it's because
is,
of something that you were talking about.
yeah.
And then I was like, oh, that
Mm,
would be a nice topic for this week. So anyway,
yeah.
guys, our topic is drum roll.
Closing chapters.
Your voice is way too high. You need to cut it. Closing chapters, cutting chapters.
Um, so yeah, this is something that I've been struggling with my whole life. It's more of even being like saying no. Like me being a yes person. I wow. I think I stepped into like mbadene nokendeza kumuliro because that's the way I just went in, like no protection or nothing, into the
Mm.
swimming pool, and now
No life jackets. Now
no
you've
life
been there.
jacket.
Now you have to swim. Either sink or
Now I have to
swim.
swim. But yes, wow.
Don't be shy. Don't hold back. I see you holding back.
Um, I don't even know where to start. Like I had a lot of things to say, but I do not know where to start. This is why I need to start making detailed notes. You
Detailed
know,
notes. Okay, let me start.
yeah.
My chapter that I'm
Yes.
closing,
Mm,
my first chapter that I'm closing is the name of my business.
mm,
So the former name of my business was Mick and Knack. It's still somewhere there on like some of my social media posts and whatnot. I still also have to change my logo. I need to change my labels and all of that. So I'm changing it from Mick and Knack to Niger Maid because I am closing certain chapters. The way I got that name
mm,
was basically my husband's name and my name.
mm,
And since that relationship was closed, I feel like I should also change the name because I don't know, I feel a little bit of, I don't want to say resentment, but I feel
mm,
some type of way, like continuing with
mm.
Nick and Knack when we are not together anymore. So I decided to
Yeah.
change it to Niger Maid. So the
Mm,
reason why I came up with Niger Maid is my late sister's name is, oh my God, she's late. My late sister's name is Naiga, and she was
mm.
my biggest support in every single thing that I did. If I was going to say, like, you know what, I'm getting a tattoo, she'd be like, okay, are you sure about this? But I'm still going to support you. Okay, I'm
Yeah.
doing this. And literally, like, if you Google my name, she's the one that pops up. Right, because she's done the first that ever wrote an article about me, and like she had a blog, and like I was the first person she was interviewed and whatnot. So like if you Google my name, it's her that comes up. So I feel like Negamed is something more closer to me. And then also the fact that Negamed is going to have a section where I'm going to be teaching people how to do stuff. Her
Mm.
name basically basically means to learn, like
To learn.
kuyiga, naiga, right? So I feel like it kind of,
Naiga, I will learn.
yes, I will learn. No, I learned, right? So it's basically Naiga. I learned and then made. I learned and then I
Mm.
made. So that's how I came up with the name Naiga Made. Yeah.
There's something about Luganda, like you just twist a word a certain way and it means something else.
Hey.
Naiga, 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 naiga. they all they all mean different things, but initially they all mean tenses of learning.
Mm-hmm. And then also like the way that I found out, because I was a bit curious because the way that her name is spelled is not the Chiganda name with the Y. It's
Mm,
Naiga, right? So I was like,
mm,
maybe it means something. I'm a Muruli, I'm not a Muganda. So
mm,
I went to my uncle to ask him what the name actually means. So it's like it's the same thing, it's just a different spelling that we use.
mm.
So yeah, that's how I came up with Naiga Maid, which I don't know, it feels right. It feels like, yeah, I'm happy about it. Naiga. It's for Victoria. Che, it's for you. Yeah. So
Oh,
that's,
this is where fireworks come up.
yes! Fireworks for Naiga.
Fireworks for Niger.
Yeah, so what chapter are you closing, my dear? I hope that
Tying up.
helped you, get out of the
Yeah,
deep end.
it did. I like each year I have been, like the chapters that I'm closing are like relations in my life. Yeah,
Mm,
there are some people that really drain my soul. But I think I have a lot of like the thought of like the memories that I carry with them,
mm.
like keeps that relation going. Yet that season died a long time ago,
I
you
know it
know.
wasn't even there. Like a certain
Yeah.
person exhibits
Mm.
A that you were talking about, and you know, you were mentioning how they moved to Arizona, like how they are in
Mm,
Arizona, and then you were
mm,
talking about, oh, we were friends, we were neighbors, and I was like,
mm.
just because you were neighbors doesn't mean that you were friends, right?
Yeah.
And you were like holding onto this relationship, and I was like, it's not there, right? Open your eyes. Like this person
Yeah.
is literally,
20 minutes from my house.
yeah. And I was gonna talk about the Snapchat thing, so like they would figure out who we're talking about. They would,
Yeah.
yes. So
So yeah. Wow. Anyway, um, um, you say oluzungu kati awo nga lukomawo. Yvonne, I don't think I'm ready.
you're not
I don't
ready.
know. Yeah.
You're not ready. Okay, let me continue with the friendship chapter.
Mm,
Closing chapters. I was in this friend group I thought
mm,
I was a part of, and then I realized that I was the one that was reaching out. You know, they'd make these plans. There's a
mm,
group for all of us. They would make these plans, and
mm,
I don't know. I just felt like Narimbe Sibako, like I was, I know I'd say it in English, tying on them,
mm.
extending, like forcing myself onto them until I realized, and all of them are in Uganda, and I'm here. Until I
Yeah.
realized, I was like, you know what? Stop trying to build your relationships, your friendships. Yeah, I know you like you've known each other for a long time, but they're still not trying. I mean, you and I have known each other for a long time. We're not in the same space, but then like we still
There's
communicate.
effort.
We're still
Yeah.
there for each other, and I kept on holding on to this friend group simply because we had been friends for a long time. We had known each other for a long time. So I felt like these are my friends. Yeah, they are your friends, but then I'm
Are they really?
putting effort into this friendship that's thousands and thousands of miles away instead of putting effort into the friendships that are actually closer to me, right? Bless you. And then, like, I also realized that that's probably the reason why I don't have many friendships here because I am trying
Mm.
to hold on to my relationships that are still in Uganda and not giving the ones that are here time. Bless you. Bless you.
Mm.
Yeah, so I decided to close that chapter. I mean, if we're still friends, well and good, but then I'm not going to put in as much effort as I was before. I'm going to concentrate on my life here. Yeah.
I think it's more of like becoming acquaintances. Like this is one thing that I've learned living abroad. Um there's a difference between friends, acquaintances,
Mm.
associates, and
People you
like
know.
people like it took me a while, I don't know because of the way I grew up. Like if I knew you, in my head,
Mm.
like I expect you to like have that same kind of friendship around
So
me,
like now
push
we are
together. So
friends because
yeah,
I've met you
so
once.
mm,
That's
yeah,
very popular in Uganda, honestly. Like you meet each other in a bar and then oh we are now friends. You meet like each other on the we are
yeah,
now friends. Like no, I just know you. And it also took me a while to like get out
yeah,
of that. And also like what you're talking about acquaintances, co-workers and
acquaintances.
whatnot.
Yeah.
You don't have to be friends with your workmates. You don't.
Uh, Last year, I closed down a chapter of a friendship that I had known for the same time that I've known you, and I like it is this. It's one of those friendships that I was discussing with my therapist.
Mm.
Yeah, because I love this person so much. Like I put in effort. Going to see them. Like putting them first all the time,
Mm.
but there was no effort at all. And the way they were treating me, like I am a Flor I understand. I'm a Florence for pay. For pay, I will be a Florence for pay.
Honestly, there are
You
certain
know,
things
but
that you'd tell me that happened
mm,
between you and that person, and like
mm,
you talk about them casually, and then I'll be listening to you talking, and I'm like, you don't deserve
right?
to even be
Uh,
there. But then, like, it's not my place to be telling you because I want
yeah.
you to open your eyes. Like, I'll be like, but that's not right.
Mm.
I want you to open your eyes and actually see because I don't know your relationship and like, you know, maybe maybe they donated a kidney or something. So like, you're forever indebted. I don't know. But like the things you tell me about, and I'm like, why are you keeping this person around you when all they do is upset
Why?
you? Because like, yes,
It
you
didn't
have
even upset me. It was more
disrespect.
of making me feel like I was nothing. Like, and it just so happened like every time we went out, they would have this outbursts. And I talk to them, I'm like, yo, you need to seek help for that.
Hmm.
Like you come and just throw on the outbursts. Like
You get an outburst. You get an outburst.
you get
You
an
get an
outburst.
outburst
Everybody
to Miss
gets an
Oprah.
outburst. Yeah, but so last year around their birthday, they threw this weird out. I'm so happy. I am so thankful that I was not there alone, that there
Mm,
were other people to witness it.
mm,
And that's when I realized what my therapist had talked about. For me to understand and to accept that it was more of me pitying them.
mm.
Like, like I didn't love them as a friend. I was pitying them as a person.
Because you felt like they wouldn't have friends because of their
Yeah,
behavior.
because of like I was not seeing their behavior,
Yeah.
like and what they were doing, what they were doing unto others, like, and that's when my resolution came. I was like, you know what? I am going to wish you well. I'm not even going to say that I love you. I'm going to wish you well, but this is the last time we are going to be in the same space. I didn't even try at all. And that gave me so much joy.
Mm.
It gave me so much joy. It gave me unbelievable joy. I took time to reflect and end that situation.
And I'm happy for you. I'm happy for you
Yeah.
because it was well deserved. Sorry about
Mm,
the noise in my background. My housemate just came in.
mm,
Um, yes, I think, yeah, I think we've talked about friendships. Another chapter that I'm closing.
mm.
I'm kind of excited and anxious, and it's my lock
Mm.
journey. So
Ah.
I had my locks for 3 years, and
Mm,
I literally brushed out the last lock on Saturday. Like I took
mm.
out my locks, and my God, seeing my loose curls, like seeing the hair on my head is
We can't wait to see them on display
oh
next weekend.
yes, I will show it right now. I'm still like
Yeah, it's still in the works.
figuring it out, figuring out my actual hair texture, like what to do with my hair, how to love it, how to show it love, and that is very
Mm,
exciting. I loved my look journey. It was
mm,
I loved it. I loved my looks. My looks were beautiful until I just started hating them. And I don't know if it's because because I was doing my locks, my entire look journey. I had done the locks myself. I locked my hair myself. I would relock my hair myself, do all that stuff. And then for my birthday, I decided to let someone else touch my hair. And like,
mm,
ever since they touched my hair, I just didn't like my hair. So it's like maybe superstition. I don't know. But I don't know if she had bad energy, but I just didn't like my hair anymore. So I decided to
mm,
take it out. And I don't think anyone else will ever touch my head again. We'll see. But yeah, I'm excited about my new chapter. I closed my
mm.
lock chapter. Now I'm a loose curly again, and my hair is so beautiful. I showed it to my mom today, and she was she was in awe. I showed it to my mom and my sister, and yeah, you haven't seen my hair yet. And you
No.
haven't seen it because
But I am so thankful that I saved the hairs because the hairs were going to see the chop. I'm like, Pananga, you have done a big chop already.
yeah,
Eh?
I
And
did
I
a
understand
big
you can do
too.
as many big chops, but you have beautiful hair. Please don't. I I think what's that? The whole pleading situation. What is it called? Where I'm pleading, please, 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 dear sir, dear madam.
Yes, they are gonna catch it and come. And I was like, no, brush it
No.
out. And it's taken me since wow, December.
Mm,
No, I started brushing my hair out the end of November, and
mm,
I finished it when last week. So it's been almost like 2 months. Yeah, it's
yeah.
almost been 2 months of me taking my hair out. Yes,
Yeah.
and it's been good. It's been nice.
My other chapter that I want to close is the thought of me ever going back to Uganda. Like I know so many people that are in limbo who have hope that they will ever go back. Yeah. But I don't know. Like I think like I know people who are thriving in Uganda. I know
Mm,
people who have made lives, but I can't believe it has taken me so long for me to understand that life is not for me anymore.
in Uganda.
Yeah, like Uganda
But
is not for
even
me anymore. Like I can't like yes, yeah, that we have ICE. They are raiding everyone. Oh my goodness. Now button so chitambuli so my kwagamba our president is being a
Fanta,
president. Fanta Fanta
Fanta
is being a
already,
president.
Fanta already at
You
hope with
know.
the HZU.
Because like the anxiety meanwhile that I had in from like 2016, it
Yeah,
was actually 2017 made. I used to live in a complex in Waltham and I used to see actual raids. And I'm like, what do you have against Spanish people? Like it really baffles me,
mm.
of like, calling people illegal aliens. And I'm,
But she's also they're also illegal unless you are a native. Like I,
But this is the thing. They are now trying to deport natives too, because natives look like Mexicans. They are really treating natives bad also.
but that's not right. This it's their land.
It is. But I've seen clips of natives being like locked up by ICE.
That's not fun. So
So
where would they go? Where should they go?
so those are the chaoses that I'm going through here because the chaos back home, at least there they detain you. Back home,
What you're picking a
Uganda.
struggle, eh? You're choosing to.
So I'm choosing the struggle. Yeah, you know, um, it has
Talking about
taken
talking about struggle, I remember now. I know where I said singing the anthem of Kampala parents, struggle for the
struggle.
future. Why
Maybe
are we
they should have
struggling for the
changed that
future?
because we are struggling.
No, I don't, no, no, we're not struggling. Good God, it's like we're manifesting struggle. Oh,
We're manifesting struggle.
and there's some other thing, Buganda Road, to fly
Mm,
on your own. I like that one. It's like,
mm.
okay, it's kind of like to fly on your own. I don't know how to
It's
explain
better
it.
than struggle for your future, babes.
Yeah, it's better than struggle for your future. No, because we don't want
Yeah,
struggle here. Yes, I'm one of those
but
people who are in limbo because
mm,
sadly, I don't know. I don't know how I'm going to let go. I am really struggling with that, but I
mm.
eventually have to choose where I'm going to be. And I don't know, can't I just be in a polygamous relationship with countries?
But you can. But remember, it is expensive because polygamy you have to put gold. Because man, that flight a young Mister Tunga.
I'm going to be like my
Because
Auntie Matty. She had
mm,
this. I think you also have the same app. Like she'll just get a
mm,
notification when
mm,
ticket prices are low. But then there you have to be able to work anywhere. You have to be able to like these things of employers tying you down. Because you just get a notification, oh the ticket is cheap. Choop, she's in the next flight. So these things of
mm,
oh I'll see you next week. She'll be like, I'm not sure if you'll see me. I might be in Uganda, I might be in
mm.
Dubai, I might be somewhere else, right? Yeah, because there's like popcorn.
naye anti kakati n'ekirala, thankful to therapy. um I think I've talked about this of how like the way I used to travel a lot,
Yeah.
I was really searching for myself in all these other places, you know. But when I moved to Arizona, I go like I kind of collected all those versions and realized that home is within myself. You
Mm.
know, like the last time I went to Miami, I was like, what am I doing here?
This time you sound
I
like
mean,
a rasta.
you know, like, what am I doing here? You know, like, I love Boston a lot, but then I'm like,
Mm.
no, I just want to be at home, you know, because the case of like being, like, flying, it is a whole day's activity.
I know it's so
You know,
chaotic,
flying out of the country it's 2 days. I'm like, why really?
right?
You know,
I wish we could just teleport, like,
teleport, yeah. Instead of, you know, engedeni sijetuntuza abantu bebyo ebintu bye byali baddewo awo.
hmm. And you're just there. I want to go to Uganda. Pew,
Pew. I want to go to South Africa. Pew pew.
pew. Just open a book and then touch the map. Pew, and you're there. Instead of going
And
through
then
this whole
there.
process, man, you take off your shoes, your belt, take what, you're not allowed to bring liquids, but then they are serving you liquids on the plane. You're like,
Yeah.
they're throwing out your expensive perfume because it's just
An ounce more.
right.
But now, that reminds me. I think it was it, like I didn't know the whole thing of like travel sizes. Eh?
Yeah.
I bought like a perfume in another state, and I was flying through
Lord.
Chicago. They took my perfume away. I like one for one. I wish I was like, you know what, let me, because I had a lot of time. I
Mm-hmm.
wish I was like, you know what, let me go and check in my bag
Mm-hmm.
because I had time. But no,
But then
I
if
did.
they're already checking, if you're already in that process of them throwing your stuff out, they've already taken your
Mm.
bags, you've already checked them in, so you can't go back.
I could have checked in that little bag because that perfume was expensive. I
Okay.
don't even remember the name because Nigeria bila no jela bila. Nakunyuka ko wire and I was like, I never saw that perfume ever again.
Wanted them kavera, like just a
Mm.
little bit.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
yeah, I
What
have learned
chapters are
how
you
to
closing?
family members. I am closing down many chapters in my family.
Mm-hmm.
I recently had a chat with my dad's brothers. Hold up. I I had a well
Your
I
dad.
had a conversation with my uncle, and
You are real extending yourself away from them. I
I
hear
was
my
really
dad's
extending
brother.
myself away, but then I think let me first even dip down, dive into my father's my relationship with my father. It was on the rocks for years. I didn't see him from like 95 until 2009. He went to England, and then when he came back, he was a menace. He was a menace to society.
When has
Um,
he not been?
it wa- was extremely abusive. And one day we were walking, this was in 2011. I didn't even know therapy, but my inner was like, today, if it touches you, it's over. and it started raining, and this man dared to slap me, and I just saw myself walking away from him, and he called me, Carlton, Carlton, okay now. He had said a lot of things, because I don't want to dab into that. He had said a lot of things, but I just saw myself walking into a taxi. I didn't break down until I was home. And that is when I was like, oh my God, this is how it feels. I'm putting the words, to what I felt then.
Mm-hmm.
That is how it felt to close a chapter.
Mm.
Yeah, that was, like, I was like, you know what, I'm done with your disrespect.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because that chapter was not
My
serving you in any way.
It was not serving me in any way, and I'm so thankful that my mom let me go through that. You know,
What do you
like
mean she let
there's
you
so
go? Like she knew that you were going to go meet him.
no, she knew that I was going. Like she just let me. Like had she stopped me, probably like I would have been like, oh, why are you doing that? Like
Mm.
like she let. I had to go through that
She
experience
wanted you to
because
see him for who he
you
is.
know because every time I saw this man, it was like I'm like, yo, all I'm wearing is shorts. So, back to the chapter.
Your
I've been
family.
looking after his father.
Yeah.
They've been having chaoses,
Oh, yeah,
and I've
his
been
father,
looking
your
after.
grandfather.
So I have been looking after his father and my dad's brother, who's my uncle. I hadn't talked to him since like 20 something,
Mm,
but like in my head I knew there will come a time when I have to he for him I stopped talking to him because he used to promise a lot and non-deliver.
mm,
So when I was cutting out his brother, he went with the brother too.
mm-hmm,
Yeah, there was a time I was super sick and I was like, oh my goodness, yeah, I'm going to send you help. I wish I would have told me, like, you know what, I don't have money right now. Because when you're in Uganda and people are abroad, you expect people to, I know it right now.
mm.
Like we expect people to have money all the time. Money for us. They've gone to work for
Exactly,
us.
because save the children, save the world.
Save the children, save the world. But I have just learned right now that I actually, even the people that I talk to, I tell them point blank, I don't have money. Yes, I have money, but the money I have is for me.
Mm.
I don't have money for you.
Yeah, you're not in my budget.
Yeah, you're not in my budget. But for him, like I expected him to, like I had so many expectations because he used to promise a lot.
Mm.
Yeah, so this was my first time talking to him in like 15 years.
Yeah.
And my conversation with him went with me understanding that I need to stop caring for my grandfather.
That's what he told you.
No, no, that is what I got from the conversation.
Okay.
My grandfather was, like for him, he will just take. Like he's one of those like give me, give me, give me, give me, give me, give me, and I was like, yeah, you are right. You
Mhm.
know, as
Like he knows
so.
his dad. He's like,
He knows his dad, and he was like, Carlton, you need to understand that your grandfather has children.
mm-hmm.
Oshtekera.
Yeah, and by the time
But
the kids
yeah,
are not.
yeah, like we have done our level best, but you are not going to start your life if you're still trying to save another person. Like
Mm.
save yourself. So it's like yeah. So I blocked them, tying up loose ends. I blocked everyone. Even him who called me, who I called actually.
And you left the family group.
Yeah,
Kelton has left the group.
I left the group, and there was no group really. But yeah,
You left the WhatsApp group.
but yes,
But that's good. I'm happy for you. I love that
yeah.
for you. Yappers. So, from closing chapters, we are talking about gratitude. What are you grateful for?
Gratitude. I'm good. Like the number one person that I'm grateful for. First, stand up for them and show them Westline.
Ah, we're not doing
Come
that.
on.
We're not doing
Eh?
that. We're not doing that.
Eh?
We're not doing that. I don't feel so nice. I haven't worked out this entire week because I was fighting for my life. My period came this week and I was eh, fighting for my life, so it didn't work out. And also, I'm not feeling myself, but I'm so cute.
You are.
Yeah. So you were still telling everyone that you're grateful for me and my
I'm
waistline?
grateful for you. I coming from Uganda. It's always
Uganda.
been from Uganda. Coming from Uganda, we have this thing where if someone asks you, "How are you?"
Mm,
you're like, "I'm fine," even if you're not,
mm,
even if you're going through hell. You know, through therapy, my therapist always told me, "No, you need to start letting emotions out." You need to, like when like, because when you say you're fine when you're not, then you start harboring things inside. You need to let those emotions out.
mm.
Girl, didn't I become an oversharer? So I am grateful. I'm grateful. Like when, like I am going through my oversharing phase, you do not give me the ick or the eye,
Mm-hmm.
even if it happens every day, because this week
Same.
has been a lot of, oh my God, I feel like yesterday when I got a panic attack.
I was on the phone with you and I was like,
It's the hyperventilating. And so,
some of these
uh,
things should be vlogged, I swear. And I was like,
you
what's
know,
going on?
because I was in the street and I couldn't breathe. And then, like the girl at the counter first was like, eh. She had her, what's going on? Then she was like, oh my God, are you dying? And I'm like, no, I'm not dying, but I'm about to.
Not on my
Yeah.
watch. Not on my
Not
watch.
that much. So I am so thankful for you, for your time and your effort. Yeah, even though your phone is in DND right now.
Yes, it is. Not
It
airplane
is.
mode, like
No,
an idiot.
yeah, so I'm grateful for you, Nakabrizi.
Oh, I love you.
Yeah. Did I tell people how we met
Eh?
again?
First,
I
wait.
think
I
in the
said
team.
I love you, and you said yeah.
I love you too. Oh, but now again,
Eh, eh.
I love you too. I love you too. I love you most. 30 canes, 30 canes.
Yeah, please tell people how we met. No, you know what? That would be a nice introduction podcast for
Yeah,
another episode.
for another
How
episode.
we met.
But
Yes.
yes.
I'm
Uh,
grateful
mm,
for warmer weather, guys. The weather is getting so much warmer. That is why I am able to wear my crop top. Yes. I am so
yeah,
happy for it. It still has to be turtleneck though because it's not as
yeah.
cold, but then at least you can like show some skin. I
Mm,
look forward to summer because I have overhibernated and I can't stop eating, and yet we need our summer bodies ready. But I am very grateful for
mm,
warmer weather. The weather is getting so much better, and at least now we can like take walks outside, breathe in some fresh air. Because in these countries, when it's cold and like you're inside the house, you're just there recycling the air. It's just not healthy for you. And at least now I can go and like see nature, like go by a river, listen to the water flow, you right? Just be out there. The birds are now coming. I need to buy a bird feeder as well so I can attract the birds to my window because I'm one of those people who
abazungu nno butanseddewo
muhana.
naye newaffe tulina bad feeder sijja gwaba muzungu gundi ogwo muze sigwa abazungu
Yes,
newaffe
Wabasung.
tulina
We also have a bird feeder back home in
Mm,
Uganda.
in Uganda.
Yeah.
Anyway, so what are your closing remarks?
My closing remarks are don't hold on to broken strings, guys. If something
Mm,
is done, like it's done. You can't play on broken strings, right?
yeah.
If something is done, don't be there holding on to something that's not there and imagining things. If someone is not putting in the work,
The
Don't
effort.
make excuses for them and say, oh, maybe they are this, maybe they are this. What, what am I going to say?
Holding
Um,
on to what would have been.
no, what's if something is important to someone, they make time for it,
Mm, yeah.
right? So if you're there making excuses for someone, oh, maybe they didn't text me because of this, maybe that you're not important to them. Those are my closing remarks. What are your closing remarks? Wow, that was. Why am I pissed?
So my closing remarks, I actually wrote it down, is that tie up all loose ends. Yeah, like, yes, you have closed the chapter by tie up all loose ends. If something, like, reminds you in a negative way of that particular chapter, remove it.
Mm.
Delete those images. For me, I don't delete pictures. I don't delete pictures of my socials. Neither if you go down my socials, you are going to find they just stop appearing. People just stop appearing.
Maybe that's why I stopped posting people on my socials
Yeah,
because
I know. For me, I in the moment I'm having a great time. We are
yeah,
having good kwegamba. I am not going to stop being that person, because I don't think I will be loving people fully. Yeah, so I
mm.
do not delete pictures. It's just people just stop appearing on my socials. Yeah, Neda, if you ask why isn't this person appearing anymore, I'll ask you back. Why don't you ask them? Okay. Yeah. So why don't you ask them? Well, you're asking the wrong person. It's my page. You
Mm-hmm.
guys.
That's
And
true.
yeah, every closed chapter is a starting point for a new story.
Mm. True. I love
Yeah.
that. I love that. And you're very gorgeous, by the way.
Oh my goodness,
And I
thanks,
love
babe.
you.
I love you more.
Hey, I thought you were going to say, eh. That was a test. That was a test. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. We are, as Kamoga told us, that our podcasts are too long. Kamoga, this one
in,
is for you. I kept on looking at
in
the
fact,
clock and having you in mind. I did this for you, and I'm still not going to pay insurance because you're not supposed to pay my insurance. Huh? So yeah, this
anyway,
episode is for Kamoga.
Kamuga, you loved and
You're
appreciated.
loved and appreciated, Kamoga.
Yeah. Anyway, bye guys.
Bye, guys.
Until
Thanks
then.
for tuning in.